Hey guys, so I know it has been about a month since I told you to give me and my boys some questions and we would do a Q&A right here on my channel. Well, seeing as to how I cannot keep both of my boys home at the same time, I'm just going to go ahead and do the Q&A by myself. And there were two questions for them. I will be letting you know their answers on those. So guys, I think I got over 20 questions and I'm going to try to get to them all. And I'm not going to try to stay on one for so long. If you want to stick around for the Q&A, just keep watching. Hey guys, how are my Glow Tarts doing today? I hope everybody's well. And for those of you that are new, my name is Mandy. Welcome to the video. I put out a video wanting y'all to leave me some questions so I could do a Q&A. That has been over about a month ago when I done that. I know I'm being slack. I've been being lazy. I was wanting to do it with both of my boys, but with it being summer, they have basically just been trying to keep themselves busy, and it's very rare that both of them are here at the same time. And I've got their answers also, so I'm just going to go ahead and answer for them. Let's go ahead and jump into the video, guys. Alright guys, so you have got some personal questions on here. There are some really fun and funny questions on here. I just absolutely love it. I love the questions that y'all ask. Let me start off by saying that y'all are the best for giving questions. These are questions I wouldn't even think about myself, and I think they're really fun. Let's go ahead, get started. Let you get to know me better. I hope you don't hate me. So one of my dear friends, she has also got a channel here on YouTube, and everybody with a channel that I'm going to be talking about in this video, I am going to go ahead and link down below, so make sure you go and check them out. Now this is Kandy Cos, and she was one of my first friends on YouTube. When I first started YouTube, she was the first one to do a collab with me. She's just such a really sweet girl. She would always ask me how I'm doing, and she would just talk to you about anything, and I absolutely love Kandy. I mean, she is just the sweetest person on earth, and I'm so glad that she was the first person that actually became my friend on YouTube, because she is just an amazing girl. So she spit out so many questions, and I was so happy because, first of all, you know, being a small YouTuber and doing these, you know, you don't really get that many questions. She asked, I don't know, 10 questions, I think, something like that. So, Kandy, I'm going to go ahead and answer them now. Okay, so her first question, and believe me, this girl does not hold back. The first one is the best. The first question is, what is the craziest thing you have ever done? Thanks, Kandy. I hope you don't think bad of me after this. But this is when I was in high school and I was sneaking out of the house. Teenagers, oh my gosh, don't ever tell my boys this. It's between us. So, me and my friends decided to sneak out one night, and I snuck out my bathroom window, and we was in a trailer. So, the window was really thin in the bathroom. You know how those bathrooms have, like in older trailers, have got really thin windows. So, I kind of went out the window sideways very quietly, because my dad has always been very strict. You know, it was no going out, no doing nothing. You know, until you was 18, you was not allowed to do anything. It is just school and home, and work if you did work. So anyways, I snuck out of the window, and I remember this. My sister was driving a Dodge Colt back then, 89, 90 model, I'm not quite sure. But it was like a station wagon or a hatchback type of car. And I was driving a Chrysler LeBaron. It wasn't the convertible. I had a hard top. Oh, those were the days. I love that car. Okay, anyways, we ended up pushing my car. We stayed on a farm. So I was raised on a farm, guys. So we had like 2 miles of dirt road going for our driveway, our actual driveway. We was back in the woods. So we decided to push my car halfway up that road, and then I crunk it up when we got halfway down it so my dad wouldn't hear it turn on. And we left, and we went to Myrtle Beach Boulevard. Guys, that's where I was raised. I was raised in Loris, about 20 minutes away from Myrtle Beach. Went down there to the boulevard by the pavilion. You know, we cruised the boulevard and done things that teenage girls do. Guys, on the way back, I was like, all right, so I had to shut the car off halfway back down the road, and then we was going to push it back down to the house. Well, needless to say, like I said, it was a dirt road. So, of course, there is this hole in the road, and it covered up the majority of the road. It's just a little single lane dirt road. Well, we pushed the car into that, and I couldn't get the car. We couldn't push it out of there because me and my friend were literally pushing my car. So I walked down. My sister was actually living in the house next to us. So I went and I woke her up and had her to drive her car down there so she could push me out of the hole, and then I would finish pushing the car back. When she got behind to push my car out of the hole, I had my headlights off because I didn't want my dad to see them because they would shine through the window the way we was coming in. Well, she had her headlights on, so she pushes me all the way down there, and again, this is really dark. I don't know what time of the morning it was when we got home. When I turned my car into its spot where I used to park it, my sister's headlights kind of shifted, and all of a sudden I see a tree. So, bam, my car hits the tree, and my sister takes off out of her car, and I take off out of mine, and we both run into her house and jump into bed like we was asleep the whole time. And, of course, my dad is out there inspecting everything. He comes over, and he's fussing at my sister. The whole bumper, the front end bumper of my sister's car we busted it. I mean, it totally was busted. Nothing really happened to my car. There was a little dent in the front of it where we did hit the tree. But yeah, needless to say, we got busted and I got in trouble. So, guys, the next question. If I was stranded on an island, what one thing would I bring? Water. I would absolutely bring water. I heard if you was trapped on an island, you're not allowed to drink ocean water. So most likely I would bring water. Our next question, and this is really fun, guys. It is, would you rather eat a toenail pizza or drink a cup of hot snot? Well, first of all, I would hate doing either one of them. But if I had to choose one, I would do the toenail pizza. I hate to say that. But I would literally do the toenail pizza, and I would sneak, and I would pick the toenails and throw them off. Next question that Kandy asked is, if you could fly anywhere in the world, where would you go? Literally, you know, guys, I've never really thought about going out of the country. No, I have always wanted to see Colorado, Nevada, somewhere like that. But if I were to get to fly anywhere, I would say Ireland. I am a certain percentage of Irish, so I would like to see Ireland. I heard it's very green, very pretty, and I've always wanted to see it. Her next question is, what would be your most absolute favorite dream job? I'm doing it, guys. My dream job is actually being a YouTuber. So, hopefully we'll get somewhere with it. I know I'm serious about this. I'm not planning on quitting. I'm just going to keep going. I don't care if it takes me 10, 15, 20, 30 years. I'll be an old woman right here on YouTube talking about makeup. Our next question, are you sweet or salty food type of person? I'm going to say sweets. I like my sweets better than salty, but I do love to mix them. And guys, one of my favorite snacks, and y'all are probably going to be like, gross, but I mean, it's really good. I literally, every day, every single day, and I could live off this. I take hazelnut and I mix it in peanut butter and I just eat it by the spoonful. I love it. I eat it every day and I could literally live off of it. And hazelnut being, you know, the Nutella spread. Next question, have you ever been in trouble in school, work, or with the law? School, I did get in trouble one time for skipping school. Me, my sister, and one of my best friends who passed away a couple of years ago, I hated to hear about it. We actually skipped school and went to the boulevard again, and we got caught. So we got in trouble for doing that. I have never been in trouble at work. I have, fingers crossed, never been in trouble with the law as of yet. So hopefully we'll stay that way. All right, her next question out. This is her last question. What is your favorite pastime hobby, excluding makeup? Oh, wow. Candy. Well, girl, I love my makeup. I'm absolutely obsessed with makeup. I'm obsessed with buying it, using it. I just love makeup. I don't know what it is about it. So the only other thing I like to do is sit around and watch movies and YouTube. But as a hobby, raising my cats, I'm assuming, can that be a hobby? I'm going to say either watching YouTube or raising my cats. Other than that, I don't really do anything. I'm kind of a boring person. It's JamTV, and he has also got a channel, and it will be linked below also. Now, this is Jay, and he, oh my God, you have got to check out his channel. He is so awesome. He is the one that I see being a big-time celebrity. And I'm not talking about just on YouTube. I'm talking about a celebrity in movies. I could see him acting in movies. So you have got to go check him out. He's awesome. He did ask my boys 2 questions, but he asked me one. Jay asked me this. What was high school like for you? Prom queen or nerd? Well, I wasn't really a prom queen, and I'm going to say I was a nerd, but I was also that quiet, awkward girl that's never saying anything to anybody and just totally quiet. But I wasn't exactly the smartest one in the class either. So, hope that answers it, Jay. Right now, here is the questions for my boys that Jay did leave. If you could meet a celebrity and spend the whole day with them, who would the celebrity be and why? All right, so Mason, which is my youngest son, he is 15 years old. He is an inspired rapper. He absolutely loves rap, and I'm going to be honest with you, the boy is really good. He really is. He really wanted to say Kodak Black. I'm sure not a lot of people know about him. And then again, you probably do. I think he's in jail now. But yeah, he said Kodak Black, and it's because he was one of his biggest inspirations for getting into rap. Okay, now Logan, now he is my oldest son. He is 17. He said, hold on, Jason Paul. Now, Jason Paul is a YouTuber on here, and he does parkour. Now, my son Logan, he is also into parkour, and he said that he would love to hang out with him for the day, and he would love to learn new parkour tricks and tips and all that. So, LaTanza Lashay, I think that's how you pronounce that. I'm sorry if I butchered it. I love you. So, LaTanza, she asks, what is your favorite must-have makeup product? Okay, so my favorite makeup product, foundation. I've got to say it. It's going to be foundation. Now, one of my favorites is the Wet n Wild, the matte formula. Is it Wet n Wild? Yeah, it's the Wet n Wild matte formula. And also the LA Colors matte formula is just really good these days. I'll put a picture of them up here because I don't know the exact names of them. But that would be my favorite must-have. She also asked, do you like to cook? Yes and no. It really depends. I'm really on and off about that. I mean, I don't mind cooking, but I don't really rush to do it. Now, I do get in my baking moods where I love to bake. And she said my favorite dish for me to do would be my meatloaf. I heard is really good, and also my homemade cobbler, and it could be any kind, peach, blackberry, blueberry, whatever. Okay, another one of my friends here on YouTube, Kicking It with Kriss, also linked below. Go check her out. She is such a sweet girl. She asked, what made you start YouTube? Okay, well, what made me start YouTube? Let me think about this really hard. First of all, I'm a stay-at-home mom, so I don't really do nothing. You clean the house, you cook, and that's about it. I mean, I know there's more, and it's very stressful. But the thing that made me want to start YouTube is because I used to love watching, I mean, 24/7, this would go down 24/7. I'd be watching makeup videos, and I'd be learning the tips and tricks, and I'd be learning different techniques of how to do my makeup, and that's how I did learn how to do my makeup. So really, a lot of these girls with the beauty channels inspired me to open up my own channel, and I really wanted to be just like them. I wanted to have a channel of my own, and I wanted to teach people how I learned how to do makeup, if that makes any sense. Now, the next I have got so many questions is 5 Flames. He asked quite a few questions, so we are going to try to get through these. So the first question is, where were you born and raised? I was born in Portsmouth, Ohio, and I was raised in Loris, South Carolina, and now I'm back in Ohio. So, well, we kind of just moved every year until I was 7 years old. We finally settled down in Loris, South Carolina. And it wasn't until just recently, well, not really recently, it was 5 years ago, I moved back up to Ohio, and it was really different. I didn't know anything. Everything that I remembered was from down in South Carolina. So it's different. It is really different, but getting used to it. Next question is, what is your dog's name and the breed? Well, I do only have one dog. I mostly have cats. She is I'm not exactly sure. I'll write it down here. But she is, I think, American Pit Bull mixed with something else. My boys really know, so I will write this somewhere down here. And her name is Charlie, and she is just the sweetest dog. She has not got a mean bone in her body. Now, of course, if somebody tries to come in the house or she feels threatened, of course, that's when she'll start showing teeth and, doing stuff that a protective dog should do. But other than that, she is the sweetest dog I've ever had in my life. Next question is, what is your favorite season? My favorite season is fall, hands down. There's no questions asked. Fall is my favorite season. I love the colors. I love the colors of the outdoors. I love the colors of the makeup that I get to use. That's like my favorite makeup season also. Is what type of music do you listen to is the next question. I listen to everything. I listen to country. I listen to rap because my son, he loves rap and he's always got it on. My other son, he loves alternative rock and stuff like that. So I listen to a little bit of everything. But if I'm in the car, if I'm driving by myself, most of the time, it's actually rock or country. Next question is, what is your favorite movie? Now, this is a hard one, guys, because I have so many favorite movies. All right, guys, so the only movie I could think of that I could watch over and over and over and over and over and drive my family absolutely nuts is Sweet Home Alabama. I love that movie, always have, and I could watch it 10,000 times. Next question is, what is my birthday? My birthday is April 20th, 1981. Yes, it's 420. And no, that does not mean that I smoke the ganj, because I don't smoke the ganj. What are your thoughts on the sound of your voice and your accent? I'm going to be honest with you, I never thought I had an accent until I started filming and then playing it back. Every time I would go to edit, I was like, oh my God, I cannot believe I really sound like that. I sound like a hick, a true born, I sound way too country. I don't hear my voice like that except for when I hear it on camera. So I didn't even know I had an accent. I'm pretty much fine with it. It's different, I guess, No, I'm just joking. I'm fine with my voice and my accent. That's what God gave me, so I'm going to work with it. His next question was, are you a country girl or city girl or both at heart? I am going to say deep down, I'm a country girl. I've always been on a farm. I was raised on a farm, and I would rather be in the country. But don't get me wrong. I mean, I love seeing the city lights. I would love to go to a big city and see all of that. I'm going to have to say country girl. Next question. How do you dress? Jeans and t-shirts, shorts and tank tops, dresses, yoga pants, or sweaters? First of all, every single day, it's jeans and t-shirts. I'm going to go ahead and say it. Sweaters, I do wear a lot of those during the winter. Yoga pants every once in a while, just to make people think that I exercise. Girls know what I mean, don't you? All right, next question is, what is my favorite foods? Well, I already told y'all that. It is Nutella and peanut butter mixed together. Sport, well, I hate to tell you, I don't have a favorite sport. I'm sorry. Question was, have you ever been to Disneyland, or do you visit Kings Island frequently? Actually, I'm going to be honest with you. I've never been to Disneyland, and I have never been to Kings Island. Now, I have been asked to go to Kings Island so many times, but I've never done it. You know, I love going to stuff like that, but I'm more or less, you know, these little hometown fairs and stuff. That's more or less what I go to. Next question is, what do you do to relax? How do you spend your me time? That is actually laying around watching YouTube or doing my makeup. Does your family have any annual traditions? Actually, no, we don't. No, we don't. But we should make some. Do I go to church? I go to church. I try to go to church every weekend, but it just doesn't happen like that. So it might be 2 or 3 times a month I go. So I'm kind of lazy about that. But one thing I've always been taught is God doesn't take your attendance. So as long as you believe in Him, you're good to go. His next question is, do you have a favorite memory you could share? Sure I do. I've got so many amazing memories. I mean, my life has been full of ups and downs and outs. My favorite memories is going to be the birth of all of my kids. That's basically it on that. His next question is, do you have any passions that rival your makeup passion? No. No, I don't. Makeup is life to me. That's really true. I wasn't joking. His next question is, do you keep a diary? No, I don't. I don't. I try to. I do keep a dream journal, and I do jot down stuff that, I'm a writer. Not really, not a literal writer, but I love to write stuff. I don't care what it is. Like, I wrote down the questions for this video for me to do. I just love to write things, but no, I don't have a diary. Question is, what is your long-term goals in the back of your mind, or your short-term goals? Okay, well, first of all, my long-term goals is for my channel to grow. I want a bigger audience. I want to teach everybody everything that I have learned. And I love the thought of having that many friends. And short-term goal would kind of still be the same thing. I just want to grow my channel, a bigger audience. I want a bigger reach, and I just want to teach you stuff. And I want to make it easier for everybody to do makeup that loves makeup. I want to make it easier for them. It took me 4 years to learn, and like I said, I learned by watching YouTube beauty channels. So I'm trying to make it easy for everybody. I'm trying to just cut straight to the tips and tricks that I learned, and that's what I want to teach. And his last question, this is the absolute last question, do you prefer sunrise or sunset? I'm going to say sunset. I'm not really a morning gal, even though I do get up early every morning, and I do love mornings by myself, coffee and all that good stuff. But I really prefer a sunset. And guys, I know this video is probably going to be 20 years long, so I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel and become part of my Glow Tart family. We would love to have you. And I love you guys so much. And I will see you next video. Bye, guys.